Hey everyone, welcome to our Fusion tutorial. In this video, we're going to cover the essential tools you need to get started with your project. We'll walk through a practical examples and use different 3D models to show how these tools work together. And let's get started. So first, we start by selecting a plane. In Fusion 360, you have three default planes: XY plane, the YZ plane, and the XZ plane. So we will use the XY plane for this project. So right now, after selecting our XY plane, I start by sketching. So I have to click on the create sketch. And after creating the create sketch, by drawing a rectangle on this plane, we will create a base of our part. We will make a base of 100 to 50 mm. So you can use the rectangle, 2-point rectangle here, and you can select the center rectangle, which you can drag from the center. The 2-point is basically you will drag from one point to the other point. So after we finish it, so with our sketch complete, let's extrude it to give the thickness. So finish the sketch. So we'll extrude the base of the eye, basically turns the 2D sketch into a 3D object. So you do by selecting a profile, and you can extrude by dragging it, or you can type of the measurement you need. So once this is completed, now let's add some holes to our base. So same thing. So you have to click create sketch, and you have to select the place where you're going to do this sketch. In this, I'm going to do on the top of the rectangle. So after creating sketch, you click on the center diameter circle, drag it out. So I'm going to add the diameter of 15. This is one, so 15. Enter it, and I'm going to copy it and paste it again. So I'm making 2. So after this, we can finish the sketch. So now, to make the holes, we're going to extrude it, but we have to extrude the opposite way from the rectangle. So this is the normal way we extrude, but we're going to do the opposite way, the minus. So same thing, we click on it, and see the operation is cut. So join means it have to be joined. So we're cutting it, so cut it. So okay, so we got ourselves our holes. We got 2 holes. So this is like useful for creating features like bolt and holes. So next we'll round off the edges using the fillet tool. So fillet is basically smoothens the edges. So let's use, this is the fillet. This is the symbol for the fillet. It is in the modifying toolbar. So click on fillet. Let's move the object. You can select on the edge. This one. And let's give a measurement of 5. So this is how it's going to look, and let's do the next one. So we completed the filtering. The filtering makes the edges smoother and more polished, which can be important for both aesthetics and functionality. So same thing, we're going to use another tool called chamfer. The chamfer cuts off the edge at an angle, which can help with the assembly or reduce to sharp edges. So let's do this with this side. So chamfer is in the modify channel. Chamfer. Let's give 3. So this is chamfer and this is fillet. Right? You can see the difference here. The fillet is for the smoother finish and the chamfer is for cutting an angle. So it reduces the sharpness. So this is for the first explanation. Let's move on to the next one, which is the sweep. So first let's remove this. Now for the sweep. The sweep allows you to create parametric structure. So for the sweep you create sketch on the top here. Then use the split tool. Basically it's a curve line tool. Once done with it, you can move this, or you can move it. I think this is one. So you can finish the sketch. So now we're going to give a parametric structure here. So we're going to create a circle for this point. So for this, we have to select the front plane. Let's create a diameter of 5. Let's do 6. So finish the switch. And 1, 2. Get back to what you're doing. So this is how it's going to look like. So go to create. Click on sweep. So this is the profile, and this is going to be the path. So you click on profile, and click on the circle, and you select path, and you select the. So this is what a sweep tool is. So the sweep tool allows you to create like complex structure, basically complex structure. Or you can use it for needles. You can make the end point here by using a code. Basically, create a 3D object by rotating a 2D profile around an axis. So let's start by clicking on the top plane. Create sketch, top plane. Let's click on line. So let's create line. This is going to be 25. So now we created a triangle, a right angle triangle. So let's finish sketch. So now we're going to use the revolves. So click on revolve. So this is the profile. So we click on the profile, and for the axis, we click on this. So once we click on this, it's going to create like a 360-degree point. So you can also attach this on your sweep to make it like a pointing needle. So this is for the revolve tool. So next up, let's go to next up, let's use loft. So loft is another powerful tool for creating a smooth transition between profiles. So it basically gives you a So now let's move on to the loft. So loft is another powerful tool for creating a smooth transition between profiles. Basically elevate your 3D object like. So if you have a let's move on to the next one. So we're going to move on to the loft tool. So loft is basically another powerful tool for creating a smooth transition between the profiles. So let's start by creating a top view. Click on sketch. Let's click on the top one, rectangle. So after completing, click on home. So now it's the crucial part. So click on, press Control, click on every side. Right click it, right click and move. So you're gonna elevate it by, let's say, 10 mm. After elevating, so it's gonna be like this. So now to connect these, we're gonna use this line. This one here, here. And finish sketch. Since this is in 2D diagram and we wanted to extrude it, we can't directly extrude it because when we extrude the profile, it's gonna stick up straight, right? So we have to use the loft tool. First profile and the second profile. And now it's created an object which we want, so based on the dimension we want. You can also vary this whichever way you want. So like for example, let me change the line size. Okay. Let's connect this to this one. And sketch. So once the sketch is complete, you go to loft, you click everything, and then now click on the loft. So now it's done. So lofting allows us to use a smoothly transition between the different shapes. These are really useful for our dynamics and aesthetic. We're going to use both pattern and the mirror tool. So pattern is basically for repeating elements. We use the pattern. So let's start. Let's start by clicking the top plane, create sketch, top plane, and let's create a base, rectangle base. Click on this rectangle. Let's give it up 100 to 50. That's about it. So let's have some holes so we can replicate the holes we want, like let's place it here. 10. So after completing let's adjust the diameter and the dimension in this place and this place. So click type D and your cursor will change like this. Click on this point and the edge and break it outside so it's 10. Same goes here. Click on the 15. So now it's complete. So let's do finish sketch. After finishing, so now let's extrude it. So let's extrude to 10. Now we created a hole. So then now we have to do the pattern. So let's click on pattern, rectangular pattern, and click on face. So face and axis. So click on this one so you can drag it. So it's going to be 3 on here. If you don't need 3, you can type 2. It's going to be 2. And drag it downwards. Let's have a 4. Let's have 4. And drag it 4 equal spacing. that's about it. And once you're done with this, click on OK and you go. It's like a mechanical part. So, and for the mirror part, you click on mirror tool. It's basically replicating. So mirror duplicates the future R bodies across a specified plane. So it ensures that also symmetry in our design. So let's replicate this. So this is the object we're going to do for the mirror plane. I'm going to click on the sides. And once completed, click on OK. So it's like a replication, jointed. I hope you guys can see this. Right, so basically it's a replica. So this is the first part and this is the second part. And and you can also color it by selecting it. Click on appearance. Yeah, so let's choose the metal. So let's choose aluminum. So there are types of there are many colors in aluminum. Let's go with red. So you have to download it if you're not downloaded all of it. Anyways, so after downloading, you can just drag it and drop it. So that's it. And there we have it. So we used a variety of essential tools in Fusion 360 to create different mechanical parts, and these tools are fundamental for any project you start. So I hope this tutorial helps you to get started on your Fusion 360 journey. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more tutorials and for projects.